What is up, YouTube? It's Coffee Prodigy back in the video, and today we are going to be making upgrades for the upcoming Domination event for this MVP theme. We're going to be also doing upgrades for, since we are anticipating Onyxes will come out pretty soon, like in like the next 3 weeks or something like that. And then before that time, we will probably, or most likely end up not getting another Domination event. So yeah, that's part of the reason we're going to be making upgrades, obviously. For this theme, our goal is to get this top reward, which is going to be this Tim Duncan. Obviously, I can also be messed up by the things that go on in Domination as far as like groups and stuff. So if you run to like a whole bunch of groups, we could be kind of screwed on this event regardless. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing. Let's go over into the collection over like some of the upgrades. We're going to, at least our goal is to try to build at least like 3 decent teams. We have a lot of players that we can actually do that with, so we should be fine as far as the amount of players go. Let's go ahead and remove him from this lineup real quick. Actually, we'll go ahead and remove these players over here as well. But yeah, as of right now, I believe that, what is our best team? 38, 39. So let me go ahead and show you guys my best team, and then we'll go ahead and start doing the upgrades. All right, so as of right now, these are our best 3 teams. You can see this one right here, 38, 39 power. We still have a lot of upgrades that we can make to these players, and some of these players that aren't maxed out like this. For example, is Julius Erving's only at level 2, and he's already about the power of these cards that were already like maxed out level 2. This Giannis over here is only at level 1. The DeAndre is already, I guess he's already at level 20. If we go over to this team, Gilbert Arenas at level 2 hasn't been trained up at all. Paul George can still use some training up as well. We've also been using a lot of our training stuff. So as far as like filling the 500 card limit on like some Sapphire cards. So as you guys can see, we have some level 10 Sapphire cards over here that could like make training a lot easier as well. This is why what we've been doing with our cards when we are over the 500 card limit. Just go to collection. We filter out the Sapphire by power. If we go show you guys real quick, Sapphire, then we just filter out by power, and then we just train away the cards that we have. So you guys can see we are under, let's go over to clear this real quick. We are at 362 cards right now, so we're quite a bit away from that. But yeah, let's go over to the other team. This team over here, LeBron, as we said, at level 1. And we still have a lot of players, so we can still build a good gameplay lineup too, so that's pretty dope as well. Jermaine O'Neal over here at level 2, still has a lot of training to do over here as well. Derrick Rose, Tracy McGrady, Jimmy Butler, Dirk Nowitzki. I also want him to be one of my best power forwards by the end of this. Joel Embiid. We actually have a couple of Joel Embiids. We did like multiple Halloween pack openings trying to end up getting that James Worthy, which we finally ended up getting. But we also have, out of that, we got multiple Joel Embiids as well. So if we go filter out, we have 2 Joel Embiids over here. So yeah, nomination, if the nomination goes as hopefully we expect it to go, then it should go pretty well. But yeah, let's go over to the cards I want as my top couple of point guards, or for the top couple of players for each position. So for the point guards, I want to have Stephen Curry as the top point guard. I don't really care about the other ones as long as we have a Stephen Curry there. Preferably a Chris Paul would be dope as well. And then I don't really care about Gilbert Arenas. His gameplay isn't really that good to warrant him being all the way up there. Kyrie Irving is kind of like, as you see, he's 3122 power. Stephen Curry is 300 power higher, so it kind of hurts him. We'll probably just leave him at that level 2 spot and just like lock him in for like the rest of the season. Or we might end up using him for upgrades if we get another Kyrie Irving card in the future. But as of right now, since that's our only Kyrie Irving card, we're just going to chill right there. Chris Paul is one of the doper gameplay cards as well, so we might end up, upgrading him as well. He's a decent, he's actually a higher power than his Gilbert Arenas right here. So yeah, if we go over to the shooting guards, Tracy McGrady, obviously is a pretty high power card. I guess the other card would be like Paul George. We'll train him up some more, and then maybe like we'll max out this Kobe Bryant card. But like we don't really have that many shooting guards that we can really use as far as that position goes. We have Bradley Beal right here. He's at 33, 39 power. Kobe Bryant's at 3200. I guess Bradley Beal will be the other one. But his power isn't really too crazy to really be focusing on him that much. So his gameplay isn't really that great. As far as small forwards, we already have them up here. Larry Bird, as we mentioned with like the other clutch card, he's kind of too low at this point. You see he's at 32, 42. Jimmy Butler's at 36. LeBron's at 37, and Julius Erving's also at 37. So Larry Bird will probably just stay down there at his level 2 spot. Maybe we'll probably train him up, and then that'll probably be like a 4th team, which we could probably use like take like a 15 arena or something like that with. As far as the power forwards, this is where we start running into problems mainly. We have these 2 Giannis cards right here. One of them being the most improved, one of them being the foundation card. But yeah, so we haven't gotten really any power forwards in the events. That kind of holds us back as far as power forwards go, because we entered the event and Giannis is already like our highest power forward. He's like 300 power higher, and like these other power forwards like a lot lower than him. Considering he's only like at level 1, he hasn't been trained up at all, so it would take a lot less to train him up and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly what we're gonna do here. I want to upgrade the Dirks to level 3. I probably end up combining the Dirks, so we'll he'll be as our second power forward. But as far as like being like a third in a force team. We'll probably have like uses Giannis and like this Dennis Rodman or something like that. So I'm not really confident as far as our power forwards go, but we do end up getting another power forward at the end of the event, so I guess that's pretty dope. And as far as centers go, I just want Joel Embiid and Kareem as my top centers, mainly Kareem. We have a couple of Joel Embiid, so it'll be pretty easy to upgrade him to continue to be one of my top centers. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the upgrades. We're gonna start it off. We also didn't throw our mentors on our all, so as of right now, all of our mentors are currently off besides this one because we were using this card in head-to-head. But yeah, let's go over to the point guards. We're gonna start off with the Stephen Curry. He's already at level 2. I want to try to use the point guards I want to try to use the position that we already have to upgrade them. So for example, we have this Tony Parker card right here, which I'm not probably going to end up really using Tony Parker at all. So go ahead and upgrade him. It also seems to be pretty common, as you can see. We have 2 of him, so go ahead and use him for upgrades. And then we will use, do we have any other players that we could really use like that? Russell, we have a Thunder Russell Westbrook card, so we go ahead and unlock him. And then we will use the LaMelo Ball and the Russell. Did he not get unlocked? What's going on? Let's go back out of this real quick. He didn't get unlocked. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll use the Russell Westbrook and we will use the LaMelo Ball. And then we'll use both those cards to upgrade the Stephen Curry. We might not have enough cards at the end of the day, to be honest. But yeah, let's go over to that Stephen Curry. Let's go exile this real quick. And then we will upgrade him. He'll be at level 3. We're not going to train him up right now. We are going to try to build multiple prime players, but if we don't, it's fine. We have a good enough gameplay lineup to where they should be able to hold us down for a while. But yeah, got Stephen Curry as one of the highest point guards. We will move over to shooting guards. I guess we'll come back and we'll upgrade that Chris Paul. But let's go over to shooting guards real quick. So I still want to kind of balance them a little bit, but it shouldn't really matter that much considering we have the honest cards coming out. So we'll get honest event cards. We'll get Alex as our second reward. So if you think about it that way, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, shooting guards are kind of already upgraded. Tracy Mcgrady's at level 2. All we need to really do is train this what's his name, Paul George up. I don't really want to upgrade this Bradley Beal. I don't not like Bradley Beal gameplay in this game too much really at all. His 3-point shot isn't really that good, and like he's not really quick enough to get by anybody. His defense is like actually bad, so I don't really know about upgrading that card yet. We'll move off of that for now. For small forwards, I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade to LeBron. I don't really feel like we need to really do that many upgrades. I feel like we just like upgrade LeBron to like level 2, and Jimmy Butler's already level 2, and then we just need to like train these cards up. And then they should be fine where they are. If we go over to power forwards, I guess we'll do this over here where we have the. Since we don't have, let's go over to since we didn't train up really our small forwards. Let's go back to where our small forwards were real quick. Actually, if we go over here, and so our small forwards, yeah, so we can use some of our small forwards on the power forward Dirk. So go ahead and do that. We will use the DeMar DeRozan, and we will use. We actually do not have another small forward. We have this Demontis Sabonis, but I want to use that Demontis Sabonis. He's the one of the duplicates. We'll use this Joel Embiid right here. I feel like the duplicates are a lot easier to upgrade with. We also have a whole bunch of amethyst rings that we can also use to get some of these cards up. But let's go ahead and unlock this Dirk. Dirk is like one of the best power forwards in the game, which is why we're using him. I feel like he's probably actually the best power forward in the game at this point in time. But yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade him. He's actually on our head-to-head lineup as well, so we'll go ahead and take him out of there. All right, so we got Dirk. He was like in domination. We just gonna probably end up cutting that clip out where we were looking for him for a while. But yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade him. Actually, it doesn't make sense to upgrade him with this one. I don't really know how the upgrades work in this game as far as like level combining goes. You see, this one's at level 21. This one's only at level 1. I'm not sure if it makes more sense to where he'll be a higher level if we upgrade this Dirk to this one. I would imagine it would be this way if there was a way that would work. So we'll go ahead and unlock this one instead, and then we will upgrade this Dirk into this one, and then he'll be at level 3. And then we would just need to train him up at that point. And then for the power forward, Giannis, do we want to upgrade this one? I don't really feel like I want to upgrade. I feel like I just want to use some of my amethyst upgrades for like later on once the power forward, once we get like that Tim Duncan, or we get more power forwards. But let's go over to centers real quick before we do anything else over there. We have this Joel Embiid. I guess we can upgrade him to level 3. So we have these other 2 Joel Embiid cards as well. First, we'll upgrade this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He is currently only at level 1, and that is kind of tough because we don't really have any amethyst cards I really want to use right now. I guess right now we could go ahead and use that Dennis Rodman card since he is over. Since we have like 4, we can craft 4 amethyst cards. Actually, I'll be right back. All right, so the reason we disappeared for a second because I was just thinking, I was checking the power of the Dennis Rodman. Apparently, he's a lower base power than the Demontis Sabonis. As you can see right here, that's 2560. Demontis is at 2612. So we'll go ahead and use the let's name him for upgrades on our centers with the Dennis Rodman card. We can also always craft another one. So yeah, we really excited about this ring. We weren't even really trying. We're just like simming season and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead, use him. And we'll also use the Yao Ming because we also just crafted another Yao Ming down the road if I ever want to use him again. So we'll go ahead and use those cards to upgrade the Kareem. And then I believe he's our highest power center currently. I believe he's like the highest power center in the game as of right now. Actually, let's go ahead back out of this. If it will let me exile, it's not let me exit out of it. Hold on, I guess I'll be right back again. All right, so we're back. As you can see, we upgraded the Kareem. I don't know what's going on with my phone freezing when we're playing this game. Because it's been happening for a while. I don't really know what's going on with that. But yeah, we still have other endless cards to use. As of right now, we still have the Joel Embiid. I guess we'll go. Should we upgrade him to level 3 right now? Actually, we have these two right here. And then we always have like these two centers we can use as well. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the Joel Embiid to level 3 as well. So apparently one of them is locked in. Count. Oh yeah, because we have them locked in right here, obviously. All right, come on, let's go ahead unlock this one, and then we will actually. What we're probably going to do, we might use two. Actually, that doesn't really make sense. All right, we'll go ahead and do it that way. We'll go. I was thinking that we could have three centers. Well, one would be the Joel Embiid, one would be the DeAndre, and one would be one would be the Joel Embiid, one would be the Kareem, one would be the other Joel Embiid. But we already have like a level 2 DeAndre over there, which we can just use instead. So we'll go ahead, upgrade this card right here to level 3, and then we'll go ahead and X out of this, and we will go ahead. And I believe that's all we have to do here for as of right now. We'll decide what we're going to do with this Nikola Jokic later, whether or not we want to actually use him on sandwich. So as of right now, I'm thinking if we just want to build 3 teams, we just have Kareem, Joel, and then we could have this Jermaine O'Neal, which you can still upgrade him quite a bit. DeAndre Ayton's already like nearing his like peak level 2. If you go and look at the base power, Jermaine O'Neal is about like 300 ahead of him. So yeah, we'll go ahead and move off of that. We already have 3 power forwards, or we already have 3 centers that we can use over there. For the power forwards, I might end up just upgrading this Domantas Sabonis to level 3, and then training him up, and then trying to get another use some of the players that we have over here. Use these 40, or use those 4 Amethyst cards we can craft to get that Giannis up to level 3. So we'll move off of that for now. At the very least, we want to build at least 2 teams. And then over here, LeBron and Julius Erving are already good enough for our 2 small forwards. And then over here, there's not really anything we can do. I really do not want to use that Bradley Beal. So I'll probably just end up training up that Kobe Bryant and that Paul George right there. And then for the point guards, we are already set here. We actually still need to upgrade this Chris Paul. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Only tough thing that all these cards are duplicates at this point. So actually what we'll do is we will go over to some of the duplicates that we have. And then I believe Tracy Mcgrady and Stephen Curry are the only cards at level. No, actually we already upgraded Stephen Curry to level 3. But I believe at that point that the Tracy Mcgrady is the only card only at level 2. So go ahead and use the Amethyst duplicates that we have. I believe, yeah, we have Nikola Jokic duplicate over here. And then we have the Paul George duplicate. So we'll go ahead and use both those cards to upgrade the Tracy Mcgrady to level 2. And once we're done with this, we'll go into training the cards. I also want to try to keep some prime player bonus activated, because we still have a lot of prime players on the lineup, prime bonus players on the lineup. So yeah, we're still going to try and do that. If it doesn't work out, then I guess it just is what it is. But it doesn't really matter if it's domination event either, because domination, to be honest, like I've tried to balance like multiple prime players for last domination event, and then at some point you realize you're just better off with like your max mentors, because people will still attack you even if you have like a near 1,000 bonus with that. But yeah, I believe that we have done all the really major upgrades we need to do. We can also just upgrade Chris Paul kind of later. We have 4 available, and we'll probably end up using that Domantas Sabonis as the 3rd. So actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll go ahead, upgrade this Domantas Sabonis right here, since he is the highest power forward that we can actually use, because we will have. Actually, it makes more sense to use him to upgrade the Giannis, because then we'll have 3 power forwards. That's what we'll do instead, because I actually wasn't really on board with doing that too much. But so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and use basically the same thing we just did with the Tracy Mcgrady, where we're just using the 2 duplicates we're using the duplicates to upgrade the other Giannis that we have. So we would have 3 power forwards at that point. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Giannis with the Sabonis's. And then I might end up using, actually we could have also upgraded this Giannis to level 3, because he's probably still need to do that as well. But we'll probably end up using these cards, or these Amethyst cards that we have right here with these rings over here to do that. So yeah. And so as of right now, we're done power forwards. No, I guess we're done with all of our upgrades for now. So yeah, let's go ahead and start training these cards up. I'll be right back. As I said, we're trying to balance some of these prime players if possible. But as of right now, we have, I'm not sure where we were before this video started. I believe I screenshot it, so I can probably show you guys where we are right now. And before we actually end up even doing like the training and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be right back. We'll go ahead and train these cards up, and I will be back once we finish up with that. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. We basically are finished with the upgrades. I kind of messed up a little bit. Yeah, I can see if you look at these players right here, the Stephen Curry, T-Mac, LeBron, and the Giannis, they're all at 45, 80 power. We kind of messed up because we kind of trained up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar too much. So if we go ahead and throw this in there, we actually have the prime players balanced. But if we throw Kareem or Joel Embiid back in there, since we end up doing both of them, they are kind of messed up as far as power goes. But yeah, aside of that, which is like kind of like a big mess up, I don't know when we'll actually be able to fix that because we are not going to probably be able to get like another Kareem or something like that soon. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do over there, but over here, I think it's the same thing. Yeah. So I believe that two of these players over here are balanced with the Derrick Rose and the Julius Erving. Julius Erving and Jimmy Butler are actually like the same power right now. So if we just like decide to use Jimmy Butler instead, but as you guys can see, these are our highest teams. We still have to throw mentors on them and stuff like that. But as of right now, after our training, they're at 45, 85 base. If we go ahead into the teams and we go over and like swap in like the best mentors, so as far as that goes, so I'm going to like swap in the best mentors real quick for all the teams, and I'll show you guys how they look after that. All right, so we're back. We went ahead through all of our mentors on as far as like, the best possible mentors. Unfortunately, even when we do that, no prime players show up because our center mentors are actually like a lot higher. As you can see that Joel Embiid's at like 632 power with that mentor right there, 632 bonus power, but yeah, these are teams. We got Stephen Curry, T-Mac, LeBron, Giannis, and Kareem. That team is at 35 power. This team over here, D Rose, Paul George, Julius Erving, Giannis, and the Joel Embiid is at 51, or not 51, right? 47, 74 power. Over here, this team is at 45, 31. I believe I just now checked it. We started off this at 38, 39. This team might still be competent enough to be able to actually take arenas, even though it's actually like a couple power behind. This team's actually a couple power behind too as well. But yeah, and then I guess if we were to autofill, we'll do it over here because it's kind of we'll actually take these guys out, and then we'll autofill this over here, and we can still train up Gilbert Arenas because I haven't done that yet. If we end up getting enough amethyst cards, I guess we can also train up the Bradley Beal. I don't see any reason why we just don't actually train up this Larry Bird right now. We ended up opening up the prime packs, which I guess you guys will see that in a little bit, but as you can see, we didn't really get anything from it. You literally saw the 3 players that we got from it right there. But yeah, we didn't open up the prime packs. We didn't get anything from it. So we'll just be chilling with the cards that we have right now. We should be able to get the Matt Johnson in sets without really having to do all that. So yeah. But the only thing about over here is that we don't have a power forward over here also. So I'll probably have to figure that out. Once we will probably end up training up Bradley Beal to or upgrading Bradley Beal to level 2, so he can be around the power of my other shooting guards, and then the point guard. We'll probably end up just training up that Gilbert Arenas, or I might end up training him up, and I might end up upgrading Chris Paul that we have to level 2. As far as the power forward that we have right here, I'm not going to do anything to him, and we'll be getting Kevin Garnett pretty soon. So if I want to upgrade a Ruby power forward, I just get the Kevin Garnett and then throw him in there instead. But as you can see, we end up getting DeAndre in there. We also don't have any mentors in this lineup, so we can still apply mentors to this lineup. So this team might be good enough to take like a 15 or something like that once the event actually starts. But these teams over here should be good enough to probably like take like a 30. This team should honestly be good enough to take like a 45. We're probably just like selling for a 30 at that point. But and all of these teams should be good enough to get top 4 in this domination event as long as nothing goes on as far as like grouping and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know down in the comment section, are you guys making any upgrades for this domination? As we said at the beginning of the video, even if you don't really want to make upgrades for this domination, I would still recommend making upgrades because we are going to probably be getting honest cards pretty soon. We'll end up getting honest card before another domination event actually comes out. So it makes sense to upgrade during this domination event rather than like once honest cards come out and then you're like, oh, there's a new power set for you can actually get honest cards out of the events. So yeah, that's basically why we went ahead, like went all out a little bit as far as this domination event goes. But yeah, so it's gonna be in the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace out.